welcome everybody
Hello.
to the podcast. We're here with Sulibaz, Chicken Dude, Glister, myself, The Bean, and WarLordCotton. Today we are going to be reviewing the rules for Ascend and Conquer, which have just been released. First, we're going to be looking over the standard rules, which will be watching the stream.
We can just skip those.
We don't need to.
Nation rules. Let's do this.
Nation rules. All right, let's dig in. All right, nation rules. You're required to have a minimum of 4 players to make a town. If the population of the town drops lower than 4, the town will be disbanded.
That seems to make sense to me. I don't have any issues with that immediately as I'm reading it.
4 is a very small amount.
I mean, initially it was 5, but when I was asking Clouds, he decided it was dropped to 4.
4 is basically enough to have 1 leader, 1 knight, and 2 citizens. So that makes sense.
That makes somewhat sense. But I feel like there's going to be more city-states than towns in the server.
One thing I want to say straight off the bat is I like how they're making towns an official thing, because they've never done that before to my knowledge, and it really endorses like a feudal system, which is really fun for roleplay.
Yeah.
And the more nations mean, the more diplomacy that's available. Like, more wars.
Okay, city-states are allowed to have a maximum of 12 people residing in them. It's unclear if this applies just to city-states or all cities. It's not clear.
It's not very clear.
I'm assuming it's.
Like each city-state allows to have 12 people.
Yeah, it's
city-states required. The town hall rule, I like that. That's a good rule.
That's pretty easy.
But
so
that's one of the same rules.
The claim of the city-states can be only the city itself, nothing else. Okay, so city-states aren't allowed to claim a ton of territory around the city. Yay, this finally fixes the problem we had on previous servers where you would just have one, like, mega slum encompassing an entire continent. Like, think about Clovera. That kind of reminds me of that.
I much different. We had a couple like tiny little settlements, and then we had a giant ass fucking island all to ourselves.
Yeah. This is way better. Okay, so city-states are allowed to have diplomatic relations, but not alliances. That makes sense. Can declare wars on other city-states, and they can be declared war on by other nations.
Alright, so minimum amount of people. Oh, so you have to at least that makes
city-states can rebel from their nations. Oh, so this is really gonna make the feudal type stuff interesting because you'll have small provinces of larger nations breaking off.
So far, the nation
in line. Good. Okay, so 2 city-states are required to make a nation. This is an interesting rule.
That is.
Oh, what do we think of this?
If that's maximum, you would have to have 5 players.
Last year it was 3, so they lowered it.
Because Joe's arguing about it.
So we're gonna be able so all nations are gonna have to get people to make 2 different cities. I really like how this is actually endorsing a city system because it is gonna make things more interesting. We all know it.
Wait, now you just don't have like a capital city, and then the capital cities.
More lore opportunities. Let's go.
Yeah, there's actually gonna be diplomatic stuff if the cities are becoming a nation like Greece. Maybe. I don't know.
The minimum population needed to make a nation is 10 people. If the population of the nation drops lower than 8, the nation will be disbanded.
Dang.
Alright.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. So
it does make sense.
Then?
It kind of does. Because if you have two provinces or city-states, that's like 8 people necessary. Yeah. So 8 nations lower, then it'll be disbanded.
That makes sense.
It's giving you a bit of grace. So if you lose a tiny bit of people, you're able to remain a nation, even though you haven't really met the requirements anymore.
So the bare minimum is 8.
So it means that one person can't leave and collapse an entire nation.
Yeah. Thankfully.
The bare minimum is 8.
So you gotta keep a good bond with your nation.
Bare minimum is 8, but you need 10 people to start it.
Nations are allowed to have a total of 15 per city, e.g. if you have 3 cities and the population cap is 45, players must also stay within a nation for 2 weeks minimum. Ooh, okay. That's a lot of rules in one there.
Yes,
let's break this down.
Can't just
But aren't city-states only allowed to have 12 people?
Yes, but this is multiple city-states.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay, So this is, I like how, first of all, this lets you have a higher population cap based on how many cities you have, so you can grow more easily. And also, the interesting thing is, it makes it so you can't nation hop because you have to stay within a nation that you choose for 2 weeks.
Yeah, well,
you really have to take it seriously when you're picking a nation.
Yeah, you can't just go like, hey, can I join your nation? I'm bored.
So far, these rules could cause some problems, but they're way better than the last server rules, and they're much more thought out. They answer all the specifics.
I wonder if they're gonna add towns though, because like if
Rule 7.
City states are towns. As far as
I like Rule 7 actually. That's a nice
Rule 7. Rule 7 is nice. Nations
I
can
like
merge
Rule
with
7, yeah.
X0. Starting nation claim is only the connecting territories between the city-states. Oh. I don't know.
I don't get that one.
I understand it, but I don't know how that's gonna work, because if someone has like a nation over like a city-state here, and then they place a city-state like here, do they just get to claim all of that?
The server will start in 3 days, so they'll probably explain it by then.
That makes sense, because it makes sense that way people aren't, because like we said before, people would make a little slum, then they claim a giant span of territory. So they're trying to make it make sure you start small and then you have to expand over time instead of starting big and then trying to expand.
But this rule can be
You can
diminished.
exploit it.
Like let's say if you make a city here, and they're thinking that you're gonna make the city here, and then you're gonna make a city here, and you're gonna call that a nation. Other people might loophole the rules and then make the city here, and then place the city here, and then want to claim all of that.
Yeah, but it says the city-states need to be in a near vicinity of each other.
Oh, I didn't see that. I did not see that.
Oh, they answered that.
Over it, buddy. You literally
Hold on. Okay.
Nations are required to have government building. It needs to be validated by the staff, and then you also need a flag, banner, and lore. This is pretty normal. I mean, this is normal stuff.
Hold on. Does that
I don't agree with the lore part, but I like everything else.
Hold on. Does this mean city-states can merge though? Because if it takes 2 city-states to make a nation, then if 2 city-states are like generally close, they can make a nation technically. That's actually really cool.
But also, this is a really big one. It says that nations are not allowed to merge ever.
Yeah.
No exceptions.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's good.
You can
Usually merges don't work.
Glister, I like that rule because you could get a ton of friends to make a nation and then just merge it all, and you get a ton of land. So I like that one. It makes it much harder. Because if you just have a ton of friends, you can get a ton of land.
Oh, 8 is good because it protects nations that are starting out. Nations can only declare war on city-states if they have a direct border with them. So you can't just get immediately stamped out from existence the second you try to make a nation.
Well, yeah, it depends on how big
only a border
depends on how big the map is, though.
Can do that.
Other nations can expand into open territory.
I saw the leaked map that Nate saw, and it's a weird map. I cannot explain it.
Do you think is it like big though? I heard.
There's a lot of water.
5K.
There's a lot of water though.
Wait, chicken. Is that a desert?
I don't know if Chicken's allowed to elaborate on what he saw, but
I'm not gonna elaborate too much. But I know there's a lot of water.
That's all.
We all know the things that we know that we probably shouldn't know that we're just not going to reveal publicly because we're going to keep it to
I won't say
ourselves.
anything, but I'll say it. I don't think they had the map that was leaked. I don't think there was a lot of stuff on it. It was just like a base, a layout, but there was no.
Probably wasn't finished.
Yeah. I'm gonna hope it wasn't finished.
Ooh. Okay, let's get back to this.
Actually, that might work with the warships, but never mind. We have to go back on track.
Nations can expand into open territory once a week.
They need to have an increased population and more infrastructure built. So that
That's
means
normal. That's literally what it was on SNS.
Yeah, that was SNS.
Wait, does that mean like
expanding your cities and building more cities?
Yeah, does that mean like expanding the city-state or the nation?
Probably a bit of
I think both, maybe.
I think it's both.
To accommodate the increased population and more more cities.
Okay. Does that mean towns?
A nation is also your city-state too, so they're both.
New claims cannot overlap with another claim. Okay.
That makes sense. That's simple.
Oh, but like if it happened, then that would be a war goal technically if they wanted that place. Players are allowed to be a citizen of one country only.
Yes, I like that.
Have you?
Because you can't just be in multiple nations. I like that one a lot.
Okay, let's see the combat rules. Let's see if they changed.
Outside of
Killing people outside of claims is allowed, though
Yes.
non-consensual continuous.
That was last season too.
That's last season, yes.
You can kill a
And the
player for
same rules.
trespassing, however, they
Give
may
them
be.
one
They
warning.
must be warned.
One warning: if they don't leave, then you can kill them.
That was
I
last
think
season
enough.
also.
Not a valid war goal. Camping to kill someone, I don't really care.
Yeah, it makes sense.
No, it makes
No,
sense.
Yeah.
no, I'm
Uh,
glad.
combat
I'm glad
rules
that-
are
I'm
pretty
glad they
simple.
specified that it's not a valid war goal because before they didn't, and people.
So many wars, dude.
Yeah.
There were so many.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't really see any in sticks and stones.
well, no, but people tried. People tried to find ways to like start a war over the most stupidest shit.
Okay, with
Okay.
with 4.01, I'm glad they didn't say all semi-automatic farms and automatic, because I want my semi-automatic farms.
What is this? Killing and claimed land is not allowed, but the temp ban can be avoided if the nation declares for a valid war reason.
It's confusing. It's confusing, but I get it. It's basically saying somebody breaks the rules and kills somebody in your nation, but you could veto their ban by declaring war on the player's nation who killed your player. It's confusing.
Wait, so you can stop them getting banned by just declaring war on their nation?
On their nation, yeah.
That's
But what
weird.
does that mean? That means war's scripted then. I mean,
It is.
this part is. That means this part is specifically scripted because if you have,
yeah.
if
This
you
is
have
a
to
bit
like,
confusing. It seems like mostly a moderation thing.
Okay, well
Yeah.
the war rules are next, pretty much.
no grave looting in the.
Wait, no.
open.
We have to read farms and automation rules.
Yeah.
Oh,
farms
there's
on
still
automation.
farm rules. Heck, I didn't see that.
No, alliance rules. There's a bit more.
There's
Okay,
more
all
rules.
automatic farms are prohibited. Farms that require the player to be present while using them are allowed. Using a farm with auto clicker or macros is prohibited. Okay, auto smelters, small sugarcane, bamboo, cactus farms are allowed. Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
Finally.
Glad they clarified that because
Yes,
that's
sir.
the type of thing they wouldn't clarify in the old
So we
rules.
so needed auto smelters too.
Any
We
farm
so
that
needed
has-
them.
AFK farming is prohibited. Fair.
Yeah,
Villagers are prohibited. This is normal stuff
Aww,
for Nate
villagers.
servers.
Bring
Well,
back
what,
villagers,
bro, what is this racism, bro?
I know, right?
Need villagers.
A
Need
nation
villagers.
is allowed to ally with another if they complete all the requirements. Nations
Okay.
have to have previous relations with another.
Oh,
in order
the
to
same
ally with
thing
each
where you
other.
need proof of previous relations.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah.
That's why whenever I'm going to travel, when I go to travel the world, I'm actually going to be like, hey, so we're friends now? Yes.
Oh, there's
Okay.
defensive alliances.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
we need to all
yeah.
remember to do that. Defensive
Those are
alliances are considered regular alliances, but they're not allowed to join in attacking wars. This is basically just a NATO. Is this what we're doing?
Bro, I
Yeah.
hate defensive alliances. Okay, wait. Let's stop.
And
there.
also, no cost for
Defensive
alliances.
No. God.
Yes.
Defensive
Let's go.
alliances are the most dumbest thing that this server ever produces.
I like them.
I
I don't know.
swear. No. Here, I'll explain to you. Each Teemo version of a warmonger nation takes the max amount of allies, and then they play the game of hold me back. Each of them
Yeah,
will
but
go,
Warlord,
hold
you
me
gotta
back, hold me
consider.
back.
Warlord, you gotta consider some nations don't want war efforts. They want to be like a trade nation where they trade with you instead of being pulled
But
into a war.
Bean, okay, but here's the thing. With defensive alliances, what people will do is that they're all gonna camp with their defensive alliances and never attack each other because nobody wants to lose their nation, right? And nobody wants to fight an outnumbered fight. That's the thing with the defensive alliance. It's because defensive alliances added +2 to with the attacking alliance, with their normal alliance.
I
So
feel like there should only be one defensive alliance because
Yeah, one only. That makes sense.
yeah, one
If
only.
you're with everybody, then you can't.
Yeah,
cause
that's just a pain.
Yeah.
war. Yeah.
like
Anyway,
if you're a
So,
small city.
pretty much what defensive
Like-
alliances do is that they create alliance webs,
Well,
and that's what's common on many,
Alliance
many
webs are
okay,
horrible.
We have to see it.
Yeah.
Alliance webs are what killed R&R.
Yeah.
The nation is 3, so I don't know if.
Alright, guys, let's just give them some props that there are no costs for alliances anymore.
Yeah.
Does anybody agree with that?
I just want to check something. Are cities allowed to ally with nations?
No.
No. They
No,
have
it said they
to-
can't
they
make
have to-
alliances.
You
They
have
can't.
to be
They're
nation.
allowed to have
Mm.
diplomatic relations, but that's all.
Other than the defensive one, all the rules are solid.
Let's read the puppeting
I feel-
rules.
I feel like city-states should be the ones that are making defensive alliances. with
Yeah.
nations.
I kind of think
Yeah,
that
I
they
feel
could.
like
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree.
All nations.
Okay, a nation's allowed to have 2 puppets at most. Puppets have autonomy over their resources, meaning without the permission, the overlord nation cannot take resources from their subjects. Wow, that's a change. That is a change.
Oh, sure. I haven't heard of puppets. What are they?
Puppets are like a nation that is subjected to another nation. Like think
Think of, like,
think like Eastern European nations to the USSR.
Or a great example is Tyrus. Tyresia.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, what
Oh,
happened to Tyrustan? Okay, so the second rule is good in the sense that it prevents people from immediately leaving when they get puppeted, but it's bad in the sense that it might be too restrictive to the overlord nation. So
we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
we'll see what
Except for
happens.
there's only been like 3 bad rules, but
But they're
that's
trying
not
something
bad.
different, so at the very least that's good. The overlord nation is allowed to change the leadership in its puppets whenever it pleases. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Puppets count as 0.5 allies.
So you can have.
So 2
Oh,
puppets counts as 1 alliance.
Oh no.
Yep.
So if you have
Oh,
3
oh,
allies, you can't have a puppet, but if you have 2 allies, you can have 2 puppets.
Yeah.
That.
Hmm.
Hold on.
Wait,
That's
this is
not
exploitive.
loophole. Yeah,
You can
I don't-
exploit this.
I
you can exploit
feel.
Or just puppet your allies.
Well,
Hold
what,
on.
that's
Okay,
how
okay,
you
okay,
have
guys,
these
guys,
lists.
guys.
So,
Let's do the math. Let's do the math.
yeah, let's
You're
do
only
that.
gonna have 2 puppets at most, right? That
Right,
means you
yeah.
can have so that means 2 puppets is equal to 1 ally, right? And you're only gonna have 3 allies. So that's 3 plus
that's 4 people.
No, that's 4, my bad. Wrong math. 4 people, 4 nations, plus your defensive allies. I don't know how much you're allowed to have. How many defensive allies are you allowed to have?
I think it's 3 also.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Don't defensive allies and normal allies stack into the same 3?
No, they don't.
They-
They don't. They
they-
don't. They
they
don't.
don't.
Go.
What?
No, they don't. They
Go
don't.
up.
They don't.
Yeah, go up. They don't.
Really?
They
go
don't.
down.
They are different things.
Yeah, defensive
Okay.
lances are considered regular lances, but they are not allowed to join in attacking wars.
Yeah,
Wait,
so
look
they're
at
not like
the
normal
maximum number of allies the nation is allowed to have is 3.
The same. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold on.
but they're not the same. Alliances and defensive alliances are different things.
Yeah.
In an alliance, you can defend and attack, meaning they're not the same thing.
I know, but
wonder
at
if
the end of the day, they still count as allies. And you only have.
This is kind of overpowered, though.
The puppet one is overpowered.
It depends on how overpowered it is, because if you're allowed to puppet an entire nation, then people are just going to do that. But if you're only allowed to puppet if you're only allowed to puppet a city-state,
Also, you can exploit this.
that makes
you can
more
exploit
sense.
this. Sulibaz. If I say like, okay,
Well, then we
I
just
want to
gotta
ally
hope the
you,
owner sees
and then
this.
another 4, like if I say like, oh, I want to exploit, like if I want to say like I want to get a bunch of allies, what I can do is I can say, yo, Sulibaz and Glister, I'm puppet both of your nations as so we can all be allies, and I'll ally 2 more other people, so we can have 4 allies while everybody else has 3. We can do that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Unless the mods stop you.
I think it has to
How
be
would
with
the mods
city-states, though.
Like, how would the
It has
mods
to.
know?
It has to be with city-states, though.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah.
The only logical way that this can happen is if city-states are if you defeat a nation, you take one of their city-states, like you puppet their city-state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. Because if you're allowed to puppet an entire nation, if you win the war, that's
Crazy.
overpowered.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can't force them to fight, but
Okay, we can skip 7.
Yeah, we don't need to look at 7. That's
briefing
and sealing. That's important. Okay. Briefing
is not allowed.
I'm gonna guess
Um,
only in wars. That's allowed. Only in wars.
Yeah. Dealing will only be allowed in unclaimed land in the Nether.
Nice. Ooh, I like that. Unclaimed land. That is nice.
Oh. Theft or murder of animals, tamed or not, is not allowed in inside claim land.
I can't kill somebody's dog name.
That's a rule.
Development leaderboard rules. Being S
Ooh.
tier on the development leaderboard gives you a Resource
Resource
bonus.
Oh no, I just spilled water on my keyboard. I'm gonna be wiping this up.
Uh-oh.
See, Glister.
Oh god.
To get points, there are 6 tiers ranging from S to E.
S tier,
Nations get rated on the following criteria.
Activity,
Activity,
size, next lower development, and strength.
activity is good. What's the? I wonder.
How
what
How
the
would
resource
strength be
bonus is.
calculated?
Asteros is gonna get all of those. I'm telling you. We're gonna
Would
get
strength
S tier.
Would strength be calculated as like no? Nations
I'm
like
assuming
PvP.
it's-
I think
PvP.
strength
Assuming it's
means
like
your
the amount of
PvP
shields you have.
members, like how
Oh,
many
yeah.
members you have. I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's probably it.
Or it could be decided by like, I don't know.
I wonder how they're gonna make the Nether useful though. Like if they're actually gonna allow Nether portals. You know.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna
Yeah.
allow it to
They have
spawn.
one at spawn. They always do.
Well, yeah, but like our other people's nations like. Can I make a Nether portal right now? Because if we can't do it with the
Actually,
ages, then there's no point for the Nether.
And
Right.
the issue with the spawn nether portal is people can just trap the exits. Like, if you enter the
No.
nether, they can just trap you.
Well, yeah, but like the Nether is the entire purpose, like because it's just a
No.
faster travel.
Well,
Yeah.
So-
didn't they? Well, around the end of SNS, didn't they allow it where you can create your own?
Yeah, they did.
Ed-
They did.
Then
They did
it
that.
makes
But like
sense.
nobody knew about it.
We had it. I'm pretty sure we had it in Mackay, or in the around
Yeah.
in Mackay.
That was not
Their
built.
nether rules are the same as last season, though.
Alright,
Yeah.
my keyboard is
I
safe.
like the Nether rules. It's just like, how are they going to actually allow the Nether portals if there's going to be? I mean, I haven't seen
They will
anything
find
about
out.
ages.
We'll find out in 3 days. We will.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything about ages yet, which I'm happy because I hate ages. They're stupid.
It is
Yeah.
gonna be ages though.
No!
Oh, boo!
Just go to the Iron Age. Just start at the Iron Age. No one wants to.
Bro,
Exactly.
these
No,
staff
the-
with their ages are so stupid.
On the Q&A, Cloud said the reason why he's still doing ages is because he knows that starting players are gonna be super OP and new players that join are gonna be like poor.
But they
That's
gotta
what
think
they
about it,
want.
though. Like,
Point. That's the
starting
point.
stuff. Like, if
I
you're gonna
know,
get iron
but-
or stuff, it's impossible to build
Let me
stuff, you
input
just
here.
buy it.
I would tolerate ages under one circumstance, which is that they consistently change at the same timetable.
Yeah.
Stop
Yes,
stop
oh my God.
postponing them a whole week.
Mhm.
Just have a schedule and
That is
and keep to it.
That
Dude,
is-
Like
wait,
the
wait,
last server, they didn't do that.
Wait, guys. For the past 2 servers, we've still been stuck on iron / almost diamond.
Yeah.
Yeah, me.
No.
I think they should
my
change
God.
the age every like 3-4 days. That
It's like
makes
an
sense.
unwritten rule to never go past Iron Age.
But
There
if
is
they
some
want, you
fucking
can
rule
OP.
about it, yeah.
It takes
Like,
them like
either-
a month to change
3
it.
days
you
to
know?
a week.
Do them like
makes sense
every
for
2 weeks or something. Or
Yeah.
for the first
Or
2
every
ages, just do them. Just for the first
Yeah.
2 ages, do them every week, and after that, do them every 2 weeks.
We
That's
haven't ever gotten a diamond age. Since
Yeah.
We were really close on R&R. Like
I know.
That
really
makes
close
sense.
on
They
R&R.
take the servers always
No, no.
dies.
Oh no, we're barely close. Like, I think we still had a turtle helmet and we still had iron
Shit.
leggings.
Well, guys, let's just all hope that in the next 2 months we won't be doing cope casts about how ANC is dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Agreed.
All right.
okay.
Although I kind of sort of
Yeah.
hope we will
We're
be
gonna-
for the
we're gonna-
views, you know, for the fans.
Man.
For the fans.
Oh yeah,
that's
for all
about-
the fans,
Yes.
for all the lovely fans. You know, I actually met a fan yesterday. You know, she wanted to take a selfie.
Walking
Yeah.
through Walmart.
It was actually me.
yeah.
It was
We're so
actually me
famous,
dressed as a
guys.
woman. It was me
Uh,
dressed as a woman.
It might have been.
Yeah.
You know, you never know.
We got trolled.
Warlord is a
Yeah.
transvestite exposed.
You know, I could see Warlord as a femboy.
What? That's
1.0
crazy.
3.
We'll talk
Back
about that
to
next
to
podcast.
this. We're getting off
Alright,
subject.
All right, 1 pre-war obtaining declarations without a war whole.
Goal.
Oh my God, I can't speak. Someone do it.
Without
Someone else do it.
Withholding a
No.
war goal is not allowed, and once a declaration is obtained, it must be used within 5 days of obtaining the declaration.
We're all trying to speak. We can't speak.
My throat's dry. Okay. My
Bro,
throat
this
is
is the
Okay,
best show
okay.
ever.
All right,
Next,
Can we-
who can speak here?
all right.
Oh,
Withholding a war is withholding a war goal is not allowed, and once a declaration is obtained, it must be used within the 5 days of obtaining the declaration. See, I can see multiple problems with this because, like,
But no,
What if-
what they're trying to do is
Yeah, but what if the other nation's like,
Chicken dude just died mid-sentence.
Yeah, I slammed my desk and it muted me for some reason.
Okay, guys, let's bring our brains back into functioning. Withholding a war goal is not allowed, and once a declaration is obtained, it must be used within 5 days. Okay, you can't postpone wars. I get it. That makes sense. Okay, you cannot stack declarations. Meaning, if someone burns a book.
No, but here's the thing. With the 5 days of obtaining the declaration, okay, look, I'll put it out for you. All right, so pretend I get my war declare, like I want a war declare on Tuesday, right?
Right.
So then, so my declaration should be on Tuesday, right? Okay, so then you have Tuesday. Then you have to make sure that the war goal is satisfied by the mods. Because remember, it has to be satisfied by the mods. Then that's pretend that takes like a day or two. Then you have peace deals, like in-game peace deals that every single nation does at this point. That takes a day or two, and then you're already at your 5th day. And in your 5th day, you have to choose a time and the date.
Yeah.
And that takes another 2 days.
But overall, it's a good rule because the thing is, you can't just shove a declaration in your closet and use it on someone in 6 months later. That's like cancel culture. That's literally cancel culture.
What I'm saying is that you should extend the amount of days.
Guys, what did I miss?
Bro, guys,
a lot.
Bro, if Twitter had this rule, it would be good for people.
Look, yeah, I understand.
If the mod team had this rule, it'd be good.
I understand what it is, but like, what if the players just can't reach like a decent time to fight each other?
What rule we on?
No. I think the declaration comes before you reach the time, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
so it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
You cannot stack declarations, meaning if someone burns a book and also kills, this does not equate to a large declaration and will be kept at a medium declaration. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay. This makes sense. Yeah. But if you get something that does give you a full declaration, then you can just use it. But you can't just say, "Oh, I got 2 medium declarations that equals a large."
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So there's no addition into this. All right. Small declaration. Obtain small declarations by griefing, killing, toxicity, downgrading, talk of a nation, insulting.
No racism.
No, there's race wars. There's race wars.
Okay. But like, can't I just be like nationalist and just say you guys all are just the worst? You know, I'm the
I get a free war goal on everybody.
Yeah, yeah. Anyone want to fight me? Your nation's so bad. I hate it. It's disgusting.
That's what I did. Oh, Glister, remember Theta? That's what I did to the other nation. That's what I did to
Basil.
Yeah, I did that to Basil. I just made fun of them hardcore.
We could do that.
Chicken and Nomatica, remember. Wait, no, like, Nomatica was in Mackay.
Hey guys,
wait,
how you doing? I'm just like, you nerd.
Wait, no, I get Basil and Mackay confused because there was an exchange of members between you guys. Never mind.
Yeah, Hates is the only guy.
That was cool, there. Anyways, we're off topic. Medium declaration. Obtaining medium declarations. Mass killing of 5 players valid. So does that mean like if they're traveling out?
Spies, public denunciation.
I'm
not smart.
So, like, I make a speech and then I just start rambling about the other nations.
No, I was like confused about that one also because is it saying that if you denounce a nation?
Yeah, if you denounce a nation, that means they can declare war on you, I guess.
What?
That's good. That's cool. I like that. That's kind of cool.
Okay, looting of open ocean farms. That's confusing. Assassination of a leader. Okay, so please no fake assassinations this time. Like, that was getting so, like, boring, bro.
Okay, how does the assassination work? Does that mean if they're outside? Like, what if they just run into a claim? Does that still count as an assassination?
They really need to clarify whether it's just random rogues doing it, or whether it's actually planned out. Because if it's just random rogues, then it's just going to be like what Theta did to Basil, where we just got some random rogues of Basil and we just framed their whole nation as being like these evil...
But they all got bans.
Yeah,
it's glorious.
I wonder if like they could do it like with propaganda.
Obtaining full declarations. Oh, that was interesting. Burning of a treaty. Breaking of a treaty. Puppets are breaking away. All right, sure. I guess burning a treaty. So you're saying I can't like just burn the. Burning specifically of treaties is an interesting one to have, but okay.
Breaking a treaty. puppet.
Guys, it just disappeared. I totally did not burn the sacred treaty. It just disappeared.
Yeah, sure.
Religion. Burning of a holy
My
book.
dog ate it. My dog ate it.
We can't denounce religions. Oh, we can, I guess, if we want to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crusade.
Let's go.
No
Crusade the
way.
Gama.
Obtaining the race war is denouncing of your country's race, committing treasonous acts against. Well, okay, hold
Another
on.
race.
Denouncing
be
of your
treason.
country's race, committing treasonous acts against another race. Alright.
Jesus acts against another race.
monkeys.
We need to reword that a bit.
Are they? I hope they don't do the same racism as they did last time, because that was horrible.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
I hope they go with
Sulibaz.
like
We
if
want
like if you're,
racism.
yeah, but if you're from like whatever it's called, you're like from Theta, then you're called a Thetan. You know, I hope they do that type of race, not like
Yeah.
I'm a historical monkey
Casterosian. That's what
or
I
a dwarf.
Well,
I think they're still doing the
Actually,
dwarf shit.
guys, I'm
and,
actually half Neanderthal.
yeah.
No
okay,
way.
Okay,
What?
wait. If I'm from America, that does not mean my race is American.
Yeah, it's like your nationality is not your race.
Bro, are we doing like the types of races that you see in like Roblox RPs? Like half
no.
dragonborn,
Yes.
half
Yes.
femboy.
I don't want to do that.
Please
I'm
no.
gonna have like a femboy for
Okay,
it.
guys.
Femboy, dragonborn, ape hybrid.
Low Tark race.
Alright.
Races. It's
We're
not
getting
that hard.
way off. We went
Yeah.
from war goals to heckin' that.
Alright. Numero
Dos.
Res.
Tres. When a
It's
war is declared, a 2-hour war period will begin after a set time is decided between the two nations. If a time isn't found by the two nation leaders, Clouds, Yamaha, or Twinkie will set a time.
Important point. During a war, both nations can attack each other. Using strategies and tactics, both nations form divisions for attacking the enemy state and protecting their own cities at the same time. So that basically... Hold on, does that mean
A
like...
lot of attack
if I de-
freely. A lot of attack freely.
If I declare a war on Warlord,
Stop
That's
it.
ironic. Warlord.
like, I can just go over to his nation. What if, like...
I just go to
I
your
don't know.
nation. Yeah, what if I go to
I-
your nation? Everybody's just done.
Yeah, I feel like there should be more implements to this. Like, if you're the one who declares the war, then you're going to be the people that show up. Like, if they win the first battle, like the first like war, then they should be able to go to, you know.
Better. Okay.
Yeah,
Like
I feel
the
like
other
that's
nation.
yeah. Yeah, I do.
Onward.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Okay. Once over 50% of victory points are captured, the war is over to whoever captured the most amount by the end of the time, or whoever got the 50% first.
That's a good roll.
All right.
I like that.
Mhm.
I mean, in my opinion, I think it should more be like.
Okay.
A central. There's like it's like capture flag.
I don't like
It is
3.4. I don't like that one.
What, 3.4? Once you die in a war, you will receive a 2 hours. I understand it though.
It's
Yeah, I understand
like you can just come back in, but I mean like
I mean,
It's not whoever. It's not. It's like just after the war's done, really. So if you die, like 1 hour and 59 minutes, like in, you know, I don't think they'll ban you for the rest of that day. For like 2 hours. You never know.
I mean,
I don't know.
For me, it just sucks because like, especially because it was just on like their one place. I feel like especially for doing this multi-city thing, battles should be like over a course of multiple battles, and even if that means like it has to take place over multiple days, it can still mean it still allows for nations to try to capture different points and stuff, and you can as a map maker on top of it, they can actually keep track of like who has most territory and who has what. It can be like it can be like Hoi 4, and you're trying to who has most territory, who's captured what, and if you lose your capital, I mean obviously you lost, but besides that,
I think they should make the 2-hour based war period like in separate periods, if you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
the original attack should be like 30 minutes or whatever. Like if
I'm
I wanted to
talking!
siege. What the hell?
Chicken, turn your background off.
I just put something about a donkey.
There is a noise suppression for a reason, man.
Oh my god.
Like if I just like attack Warlord Cotton's capital city and he beats
oh my
me,
god.
which
Again?
would never
Are you
happen.
serious?
Which would never happen. Like if he somehow manages to beat me,
I would.
he should be
by
able.
miracle.
Then he should be
I'd
able to
both of
like
you. I'd
have
beat both
another
of you at the
fight
same time.
like in the middle of like everything, like just like in the middle. And if he wins that one again, then the third time he's able to go to
wait.
my.
Dang, the war systems.
Guys,
you need-
what if I just
I like-
hypothetically sacked your city and I hypothetically won and I hypothetically collapsed your nation?
Look at Rule
That'll never
3.5.
But
3.5.
War is not only PvP, you gotta build your nation flag in the center of the city, too. You gotta have
You
builders.
want to raid-
Bro, dude, everybody is gonna make like a nation flag so simple. It's gonna be like Japan. It's gonna have a one dot in the middle.
Yeah, it's like two wooden blocks and a piece of wool on the top. That's our flag.
That's
Yeah,
our
most
flag,
cities are
guys.
worth
It's our national
2,
flag.
While other cities, villages, forts are worth 1. Ooh.
victory points. Bro, this is literally Hoi 4. Okay, Clouds. Okay,
Yeah.
buddy.
Okay.
I don't get it.
we
What
actually
is
did
Hoi
a
4?
multi-battle thing.
I don't know what that
Hearts
is.
of Iron. I read
Hearts
It's
it.
a
of Iron.
game. It's a good game.
War is
I
declared
respect
on
it.
Monday
It's a
through
really good war game.
Wednesday. War must be that weekend. If it's Thursday through Sunday, it must take place next weekend, unless
This is
both
this is
parties
this,
agree.
this is the same thing as the last server.
Yeah. Wars
Okay.
must take on a weekend unless school/college is off. All right, that's nice.
Yeah, treaty
So
rules.
nice.
Mod plus depends on treaty type. Must be present when the treaty is being made. Treaties are often unfair. Yes. Refusing to pay is a broken. I like how they put that in there. Refusing to pay is a broken treaty, and a full declaration can be made if not paid done correctly. If a treaty is completely outrageous, a mod can veto it and put it in smaller reparations. Okay, that makes sense.
I feel like it has to be done by a non-biased mod though. Like if it's a
Yeah.
mod that like
Yeah,
you're a fan of
like
the nation.
Twinkie.
They definitely need to put that in there. Yeah, Twinkie's never biased, guys.
Yeah.
I don't think he is actually. He
He
can't
is.
be
He's
biased.
the best. He's the best.
Not possible.
Warlord just laugh cutely.
Now, Clouds. I'm just
Oh, I
kidding,
think
Clouds.
it's
If you're watching this,
Sulibaz.
it's a joke. It's a joke.
Clouds, it's all meant. It's all meant in good fun. Thank you for Thank you for the
And
amazing.
Thanks for your understanding.
Yeah.
Okay, a revolution must have at minimum 5 people in a city to host them.
I'll be
Okay,
honest.
Well,
When has a revolution ever happened in an 8 server?
Never.
Never happened.
They
We just
don't.
need to- we just-
Like,
Yeah,
you don't start a revolution. You just leave the nation.
you know, actually, a revolution did happen to Valoria, like twice.
That's Valoria, though. That's
Like irrelevant, you know.
yeah, exactly, exactly.
You
But
We're
like
gonna get-
a revolution never
Sulibaz
happened.
gets
because-
it.
almost
Okay,
had a
okay,
revolution.
Okay, here's I'll tell you why revolutions never happen. Okay, pretend I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna revolt under Sulibaz. I hate Sulibaz. He's the worst leader ever.
Just
I'm gonna revolt
hypothetically.
against him.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, of course. So I'm like,
And
I'm gonna revolt against
hypothetically,
him. What
You
Sulibaz,
get smashed
what
down.
Sulibaz can do, hypothetically, of course, is that he can kick me out of the nation before I can revolt. That's what every nation does.
Exactly.
Is that
Yep.
that's what every nation does? Is that they just kick you out of the nation if you think about revolting? So there's never a rebellion. It never
See,
happens.
that's why you gotta be sneaky about it.
Look at this. DM Clouds, Yamaha, Twinkie, privately about it with the template below.
That's
You
normal.
must be in the nation or culturally, historically from the city of Revolt.
Okay.
Hold
Time.
I
Yeah.
Warlord just said, like, what if there's like a snitch within you guys? Like, he's like,
Yeah.
you better kick these guys out, you know.
The time will be set on weekend. The revolution will last 30 minutes long. All war rules apply to it. If the revolutionaries last the 30 minutes with over 3 players, they will win. Okay, normal. If you're a
Wait.
puppet and revolt, the
Wait.
overrulers gain a 4. Oh yeah, we've read that.
Wait. Back
hold
to
on.
5.5. Where only 3 players need to like live to win.
So if they just hide,
Wait, I can just build
Wait,
the sky limit.
that's weird.
I'm gonna
Bro,
build the
that's
sky
weird.
limit.
I feel like they need to seize the city. You know, this is the one thing which I still wish they changed, is rules need to be able to last multiple days. Like, have multiple battles. They don't need to just be
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
one battle. It's a little ridiculous.
Yeah, wars
Yeah.
are much more than one battle. Much more.
especially a
But the
revolution.
That's why
But
we
the
have
thing
the
is-
saying, we lost the battle, but we have still
yeah.
won the war, or whatever.
We may have lost the battle, but we still have the war.
No, but
Something
we
like
won
that.
the war. We
The
lost the
thing
battle.
is,
Oh,
the
we won-
reason
there you
why
go.
we don't have that. The thing is, why we don't have like
Oh, wait.
multiple battles is because we
You
don't
may
have
have won the
villagers.
battle, but you lost the war. There we go.
But
If
it's still
your
on the
revolt
quote.
and revolt would be overruled in a full war goal declaration and can use all the full declaration treaty rules whilst the revolutionaries are only fighting for independence.
He was pumped on that rule. He put it in all caps.
I don't know.
He was like
volunteer
yapping
rules.
so hard that he just had to like let us know.
And the spaces between declaration, treaty rules, and whilst the-
Templates for revolutionary. Revolutionary
Ah.
leader, only one revolutionary members.
Volunteer rules. A nation can only send volunteers to a nation they have positive
good.
relations with.
Why wouldn't they if they
Kinda
had a
like
bad
the Burger King
relationship?
foot lettuce guy.
No, if they didn't like the other nation, maybe.
Volunteers
Okay,
must
this
have
is-
the same tag as
I like that you
Volunteer.
can send 2 volunteers automatically now. That's based.
Yeah, that's better than one.
Oh wow, 26 to 50
two is
people
better
for
than one.
3 volunteers. A nation that big doesn't need volunteers. What the heck?
Well, no, that's if you're sending volunteers.
True.
Okay, mercenary
Oh.
rules. Mercenary group max of 5 players. Nice. Company can only have 1 mercenary division. Mercenaries cannot be free. At minimum, they have to be 10 blocks of iron. Now, one thing I would like to say about the 10 blocks of iron is they haven't made it clear whether you can convert that into coins or if it's just iron blocks that you're using as a currency, so that's a bit weird. Full-blown PMC are not allowed. Does anyone know what PMC means?
private
Private
military
military coalition.
Okay, you can only purchase 1 mercenary group per war on each side. Okay, that makes sense. Now, my problem is that they haven't made it explicitly clear whether that mercenaries can be in nations or not, but since they haven't said they can't be, I'm just going to assume they can, because I want that to be the case.
A
I want-
quote-unquote company can only have 1 mercenary division.
It
The
never
company
says
is inside of a
nations.
nation.
Never says nations can't have mercenaries
Yeah,
in them.
but a nation can have a company inside of it.
Because on the last server, if you were in a mercenary group, you weren't allowed to be in a nation,
Okay,
which
guys.
is really dumb.
It's been
Because
going
no
on
one's
for like
not
2
going to be
hours.
in a nation.
We gotta finish.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, we got.
Let's just speedrun. Fort rules. Having
yeah.
a fort that goes
Heck yeah.
underground is allowed, but will not be allowed during a war if found being used along temp bans.
Having
Yeah.
water or
Walls.
lava within any of the walls is not allowed. Obsidian forts are not allowed. Lava castle forts are not allowed. A single block ladder
ladder
forts
forts
are
are
not
not
allowed.
If you have a tower, there must be
tower,
a
there's
minimum.
there must be
of
a-
2
Guys,
stairs
guys.
going up.
Not that fast.
Okay.
I didn't hear what we're saying.
All right. So
that shit?
basically, obsidian no. Having lava or water within your walls is a no.
Normal
You can have
stuff.
tunnels
Moving
above
on.
ground.
No.
You can have no tunnels are allowed underground, and if you have a fort that is underground, you're not allowed to use it.
If you have a
Single
tower,
block
there must
ladder
be
forts
a
are not allowed.
minimum of a 2x2 stairs going up. Okay, this is normal stuff. Doesn't matter. Who memorizes this stuff? Except for like the Nalduar folks.
Yeah.
If you have a tower, there must be at minimum of a 2x2 stairs going up. Water elevators are not allowed
Wait, that says water elevators. What about just
during wars. Water elevators during wars are not allowed. Okay, Nether is semi-anarchy. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, we saw that the other one.
All right, so now let's think about how do we think that this server is going to go with these rules? Is it in the general climate of the server? Is it going to be better
It's
or
gonna
worse than
dominate.
SNS?
It's better.
That's pessimistic, bro.
Considering
Let's have our bets. Who wants to bet first?
I'm gonna bet that the server. Oh yeah, you go first.
I think it will die 7 months. I'll be generous.
Oh, wow.
that's a little generous.
I'm gonna bet that the server will die in 3 months.
I'm
3 months?
gonna bet
3.
I'm gonna bet 4.
Ooh.
Why are you saying
Clouds. Clouds. This is a
Ooh.
joke, okay? It's a joke.
What?
Stay
We
calm.
hope the server lasts a year,
Yeah.
but
We
the
hope.
track
Yeah.
record for Nate servers has not been good.
It has.
It's not just you, Clouds. It's
where
all
is
the
Nate?
servers.
Where even
I'm
is
gonna
Nate?
say-
Wait.
I'm still calling these Nate servers because they basically are, even though Nate's
Yeah.
gone.
Who's the
I
reason
say
it's
2
live?
months. 2 months.
Ooh.
Oh man, you're saying it's not going to be any better than SNS. That's
I
sad.
was being the most generous person here. What the heck?
Okay, maybe 3 months. I'm gonna go 3 months with Glister. 3 or 2
Alright.
months.
We'll
Actually,
see.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing.
Let me rethink mine. Let's think about this.
Wait, no, Warlord go. Warlord go.
Mine is like 2 months or 3 months. Because here's the
Ooh.
thing.
Wow.
Okay, because here's the thing. For me, what I think is gonna kill in, like, I've already said this in, like, I think in suggestions and shit, but it's EU hosted, and there's not a lot of EU PvP teams.
Yeah, there isn't.
There's like one, and that's Naldwar, and they mostly left.
Bro,
There's, like,
all those
one-
Europeans without their air conditioning, they don't have any freedom. They
I
need
have
to.
an air conditioner.
They need to embrace U.S. hosted servers. It's the only
Now, what do you mean?
freedom
I
way of.
have
But
an
the thing is-
guys.
okay, but guys, but that's the thing. Like, there's not a lot of EU PvPers for the nation to thrive.
Now let's
Most
think
of
about
the
this,
NA
Warlord.
Most of the NA West Coast
Sulibaz,
players-
you're EU.
Right
Warlord.
now. I am.
If
No,
the
he's not.
owner sees this and he reforms the rules to, changes them a bit, then let's put our estimates on if he does change certain rules. How long? Also,
but
just
these
wanted to
rules
put out-
or
Okay. I'll just explain to this. Okay, so why I think it's only 2 to 3 months is just purely based off of the server hosting, and that all West Coast / Central players, who are mostly the PvPers on the nation. Like, we have a lot of PvP groups that are NA, that are mostly Central to East, or some are West. Most of them are going to be getting about 150 MS to 200 MS.
yeah,
And East Coast are going to get 100 MS.
like
So
I
we're gonna
fought some people on PvP Legacy and they are so laggy.
I'll tell you the one
Yeah,
thing I think will carry this server is the town system, the city system.
Yeah.
That's actually
Yeah.
really good.
That's why. Okay, but my
You
point
guys are
is, like,
forgetting about the
there's not
main
enough
point. about
PvP
why
groups to actually cause war.
What were we
We're
saying,
not
Sulibaz?
completely forgetting about the biggest point. The warships. I haven't seen any rules about the warships.
Right.
yet.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Oh, that is
Right.
true.
Okay,
Sulibaz,
actually,
right.
that will increase the server's lifespan by about 1 month.
Twice
So-
a
Maybe.
That's in 2 months.
If they rule it right, yes.
I will go
If
with if they rule it right. I'm increasing my bet to like 4 months.
Yeah.
8
I say
months,
3.
man.
I say 3. 3 months is a pretty good bet. That's
Yeah.
the past.
It's better. It's
See,
better
guys.
than SNS, to be honest.
Y'all gotta change your mindsets. You don't I'm saying it's 8 months because I'm on the server. I'm telling you. I give an energy to the server that keeps it alive.
He's gonna be the only reason why the server's active.
Oh yeah.
You are not me. We are not the same.
Just want to point out here, everyone
Type.
watching our
Challenge
beautiful
has
podcast,
been made. Challenges are made.
free my boy Warlord Cotton. He did nothing wrong.
Thanks.
Poor Warlord Cotton.
Come on,
Free
Clouds.
Warlord
Do
Cotton.
it.
Let's all
Free
protest.
WarLordCotton,
Let's
yes.
get that. Let's
Yeah.
get that trending on X.
Let's put that
Free
in the
Warlord
description
Yeah,
of
on
the video.
Twitter. That's right. My boys on Twitter are gonna protect me.
Yeah, hashtag free my boy
Get your
Warlord Cotton.
boys on Twitter to just
Okay.
like find
did it.
Clouds' Twitter account. This is a joke. This is a joke. Do not do this, guys. Legal reasons. We're joking. I think
guys.
that is about all.
We'll see
Thank
y'all.
you guys for tuning in to the latest episode of Copecast. We hope to see you next time, and peace.
The beans return.
Yeah.
Beans.
We hope you keep coping.